along. This is my fate. I'ma be great. I'ma be great. I'm living on faith. No time for the fakes. Put it on the line. I'll take all the pain. Ain't scared of the grave. It is my fate. Hi, I'ma be great. Like Kershaw throwing out cakes. Recipes to the beast that I slay. I'm not Aerosmith, walk this way. Look, this is my journey. I'm in no hurry. God is the boss, but I flex. Come on. They think that I'm chasing the money. I think that it's funny how it is so pressed with wrong. The glory, the passion, the drive. Family and friends and God. In a sea full of drakes, man, I'm beautiful and wonderfully made. I'm slushing your clan like Jack. No, I ain't changed up the past. Past division, kill religion. Lord is willing. We ain't gon' change the lives of millions. Cause I'ma be great. Cause my God is great. I'ma be great. Cause my God is great. Put it on the line. Say cheese on my plate. If I walk it alone, this is my fate. I'ma be great.
That's what God says about you. It's not what you say about yourself, but what God has said about you. Amen. He showed up to Gideon and said, "Thou mighty man of valor." And many of you know the story of Gideon. He was a coward. But God sees something in you that you can't see. And God calls out that which is in you that He's planted within you. And God says, "You are a faithful servant. I've called you." Stop denigrating what God has chosen. Amen.
It's just me and all my children. Heaven close my body willing. Though my mind can be the villain. White be always is my spirit. Bomb your city, hope you feel it. Yeah, the truth is so revealing. Blackness has become religion. We need love to spread like COVID. Kill the hate your heart is holding. Bring it home to the hopeless. Heart is molded by the Father. Love so vintage like a starter. Value only getting higher. I just pray when I retire that my kids lift you higher and higher and higher. Life can be like Damon Wayans, bringing so much major pain. Know the world they won't embrace. When you're low and make mistakes, but I know you feel His grace. So keep pushing with faith. Yeah, we gotta go get it. I'm pushing the limit. I know that I'll make a way. Yeah, in that gospel living fame, nah. And I don't break without the fame, yeah. Hope my fam felt the same, yeah. Yeah, we gon' make it anyway. Cause I know, yeah, your love it sustains my soul. Sorry when you call, I leave you on hold. Now I'm looking anywhere and I'll go. Cause I know, you're the reason I achieve all my goals. So I ain't mad even if the door closed. Cause you're faithful and you hold my heart close. Lord, I know, yeah, your love it sustains my soul. Sorry when you call, I leave you on hold. Now I'm looking anywhere and I'll go. Cause I know, you're the reason I achieve all my goals. So I ain't mad even if the door closed. Cause you're faithful and you hold my heart close. Lord, I know.
What do you want? What do you want?
It's not that simple.
What do you want?
Uh-huh. Okay. What's up, selectors? Your boy Select Screen in the building here, getting ready for this amazing movie that you're seeing right here.
Up, selectors, your boy.
Spider-Man No Way Home. I'm so pumped I'm hearing myself twice. That's how we do this thing, man. Welcome to the podcast. If you're listening on Apple Music or Spotify, this is going to be super dope, man. I'm just so excited. We're going to do five of these things on the way to Spider-Man No Way Home, leading up to our theater review, which we're renting out a theater with Crazy J. So shout out to Elmo 172331 and Crazy J. It's sold out, y'all. We are sold out of tickets. So super excited. We got some door prizes coming up, all that stuff. It's going to be a lot of fun, all right? So check us out while you're here, linktr.ee/select screen. If you're watching on Facebook, hit the thumbs up, the like button. If you're on YouTube, do the same. Definitely subscribe to the channel as well. linktr.ee/select screen. Again, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Cash App, and again, Apple and Spotify podcasts. So definitely looking to have some fun tonight. If some selectors come in here, we'll even open up the Discord. That's right. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. So rocking some music from Cross Center Records. This episode is brought to you by Cross Center Records. Check them out at crosscenteredrecords.com. Hashtag we are CCR. All right. So with that being said, cut the music. I'm ready. You're ready. Let's go. Yes, sir. All right, let's get into this, man. Whew. I'm so pumped for this thing. This is going to be fun tonight, guys. We're just going to talk everything Spider-Man No Way Home. And let's start out. Screen Rant has just been literally just going off. Just going off on all things Spider-Man and Love and Thunder and everything else. It's just been super crazy. So we're going to start there and look at all of their stuff. If you guys don't know, I'm the biggest Spider-Man fan you will ever meet. Nobody's a bigger Spider-Man fan than me. Why? I grew up on him like many others. And Spider-Man is just the greatest. He's the greatest superhero of all time. Why? People are like, well, what about Batman? What about Superman? What I think makes Batman and Superman not as good is, or let me put it this way. What makes Spider-Man better than those superheroes is that no matter what phase of life you're in, Spider-Man is relatable. Does that make sense? You know, when you're a kid, Spider-Man is, everybody wants to be Spider-Man, You want to be Spider-Man as a kid. As you're going through your teenage phase and you're changing and all of these things, you can relate to Spider-Man. When you're an adult and sometimes you're struggling in life or you're going through things, you can relate to Spider-Man. You see what I'm saying? That just makes Spider-Man so much more relatable than Batman. Batman, he's dope, but I'm not super rich. I don't have a lot of gadgets. I don't have a butler. Superman, I do get charged up by the sun, but I don't wear my underwear on the outside. Just saying. So let's jump into this. Let's also not forget, we are going to be talking about The Matrix. Listen, The Matrix is probably my favorite movie ever. I've seen it a lot. And by a lot, I mean over 300 times. But you're saying, why have we not talked about The Matrix? Why haven't we watched the latest trailers? I'm waiting till Spider-Man's over. I'm waiting till Spider-Man's over because I'm hyped up really about both of these. And if I jump back and forth between the two, I'm going to be a mess. So I'm trying to take it Spider-Man first and then our coverage. After we do our theater review, we'll do a spoiler review. And after the spoiler review, then we'll jump into The Matrix. Because once we jump into The Matrix, once we plug in, y'all, we're going to plug in, all right? I promise you guys who have been asking, we will get back to Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy as a game. We will be playing that again. So don't forget about it. We just haven't played games because we have so much stuff to talk about with movies. So let's go back. Man, I mean, look at Screen Rant right here. Let's just talk about all of the stuff that Screen Rant is doing. I should have grabbed my hot chocolate sitting on my other table. Let's see, where do we start? I think around now, this is December 9th. And a lot of this stuff I have not watched or read. December 9th. I'm going to probably go back to the beginning of December here. From Screen Rant. Because they were just, dropping bombs, bro. Just dropping bombs. And we're going to go through a lot of this. So let me, golly. We're only on December 9th. We're just scrolling here for those of you watching. Because they had interviews. I mean, tons of stuff here. Of course, if you haven't yet, go check out our reaction video on our YouTube to Spider-Man Across the Universe. That is Across the Spider-Verse, which is obviously this sequel to Into the Spider-Verse. And let me tell you, that's exciting. Okay. Man, see, even that, gosh, there's just so much stuff. I know. If you're listening, you're probably going, are we just scrolling right now? That's literally what we're doing. That's how much info is on this page. Shout out to Screen Rant, man. A lot of good information, accurate information here. I wanted to at least start at the top of the month, the top of the morning to you. Because there is, when I say there's a ton of news. And by the way, none of this is going to be spoilers. We're only on the 6th, bro. Let me try and fast scroll this real quick. You see what I'm saying? Like, we haven't talked about Kevin Feige yet, what he's been saying. I would love to do some of these episode reactions to Dexter, but I don't think that's our audience, if you know what I mean. All right, I guess we're gonna just start. Gosh, I mean, December 5th. Shout out to Screen Rant again, man. They put in the work. December 4th. All right, we're almost there. Look at all of this stuff, you guys. If you're watching on YouTube or later on Twitch, you're seeing what I'm seeing. Like, every 30 seconds, there's another Spider-Man article. And I mean, why not, right? It's probably the biggest movie of the year. We're almost there. December 2nd. Keep scrolling, keep scrolling. See, this is a good time for you guys to subscribe to the podcast while I'm scrolling. That's how we do it here, man. We keep this very open, very fun, very transparent. All right, here we are. Jeez, December 1st. All right, we're going to start here. December 1st. And all of this will be from ScreenRantAgain.com. A deleted scene from Let There Be Carnage shows what happened to Eddie and Venom's chickens, Sonny and Cher. So that was kind of cool news there. We're not going to watch that. We're not going to open that up. But that's where we're going to start our Spider-Man coverage. If you guys have not seen Let There Be Carnage yet, go watch Venom, Let There Be Carnage. One, because Carnage is in the movie. It's Carnage. Come on now. And the post-credit scene. That's all I'll say. Okay. Now, scrolling up here. The month of December just got nuts. Okay. December 1st. This is the same day. A new Doctor Strange Lego 2 set teases the fight against the rumored villain Shuma Gorath, which we predicted a while back. And you're going, how does this relate to Spider-Man No Way Home? Well, I think, look at this picture. It is literally Shuma Gorath in Lego form. He looks different. He's like more greenish than I remember him in the fighting game. But Doctor Strange, this has to do with Doctor Strange, and this is how we're going to kind of lead into the next movie. So there's your look. Maybe that's your first look at Shuma Gorath. Kind of dark green tentacles around the eye, and then kind of kind of a greenish brown, if I could describe it for you guys on the podcast. Okay, big news there. Big news. Now, Hawkeye's been going on. And again, if you guys haven't watched our watch parties, I feel like I was one of the first people to say Kingpin. Kingpin is another big Spider-Man villain. Obviously, he's a Daredevil villain as well, but I think he's going to connect from Hawkeye into Spider-Man somehow. I think he's going to probably buy the Avengers Towers. That's my guess. Let's see. Tom Holland responds to ticket sales. That was all fine and good. More Hawkeye stuff. Hawkeye. Shang-Chi is getting a sequel. I mean, the month of December was just like, here's your Marvel news. People are still trying to mention the Eternals for some strange reason. You guys know how I feel about that. Now, I think this is news. I'm interested, and I'm going to mention this because I would be surprised if we don't get something in Spider-Man No Way Home that has to do with Kang the Conqueror. And we got a first look at Kang the Conqueror from actually a stuntman on the set of Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Now, I'm going to try my best to describe it to you guys on the podcast, but basically, it's Giant Man or Ant-Man's helmet, and it's cracked on what would be his right-hand side. And when I say cracked, like the whole side of it is just ripped out. But in the reflection, you see Kang the Conqueror. And let me tell you guys, he looks comic accurate. He's right here. Pretty crazy, man. Pretty crazy. So that's pretty dope. I would love to see Kang and Spider-Man. I would just love that he be the reason that Spider-Man can't get home. You know what I mean? Now, here's another big, huge news about this, guys. Benedict Cumberbatch says, I haven't read the full script of Spider-Man No Way Home, only because he wanted to be along for the ride. So here it is. Here's the actual code. It says, I haven't actually read the whole script. I did that on purpose because I just want the ride. That's crazy as an actor to me to be in a movie and you don't read the whole script. You don't know what happens at the end of the movie. That's crazy. Let's see if there's anything else in that. I just want to be along for the ride. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, that's nuts to me. Maybe that happens a lot more than I think it does. But, I mean, he's kind of going into it. He's going into the movie blind like we are. You know what I mean? That's crazy. Moving on. If I was Benedict Cumberbatch, like, you have the script to the most anticipated movie, maybe of all time. Right? Wouldn't you think? I mean, Endgame was huge. I think Spider-Man's even more anticipated because we don't know so much. Elizabeth Banks here showed everybody that she got her tickets. You know, she played Betty Brant in the original trilogy. That was cool. I'm sure she'd like to come back. Her career's kind of taking a dip. I haven't seen her in a while. But she was really great in that. Of course, she's, again, phenomenal actress. All right, then December 3rd. Again, we talked about this a little bit before, but That was the debut of the villains posters, which a lot of people here on TikTok were saying they didn't like them. Me personally, I thought they were cool because we got a full look at them. Like, if you think back to the original trilogies, sorry, here. The original trilogies posters were always of Spider-Man, and he's looking at, the villains would have like Ock's arm like in his goggles or something like that, or a pumpkin bomb or something like that. This is kind of the inverse of that, right? It's the villains staring down Spider-Man, and the suits look a little bit different. I'm still sticking to my point here, guys. I know Andrew and Toby are in this movie. There's just no way that they're not. There's just no way. If they're not, I'll say this: they'll be in the next one. Later on, of course, they confirmed, yes, William Defoe is playing Green Goblin. It's not just going to be somebody in a Green Goblin costume. That's all already kind of known. What else? So that's just getting us kicked off. You know what I mean? This is huge. Spider-Man No Way Home is projected to earn 190 to 250 million domestically its opening weekend. That would be the biggest debut ever for a Spider-Man movie. That's bananas. That is absolutely bananas, guys. They asked Benedict again, how long are you willing to play Doctor Strange? He says, as long as the story is good and the character remains interesting, he'll do it. I mean, I can't believe that's even coming up right now. Because, I mean, the man's only really had one movie. There's a lot we don't know about Doctor Strange. You know what I mean? I know Thor came out and said that today too. Chris Hemsworth was like, I think people are getting tired of seeing me as Thor. And Thor hasn't had great movies per se, but the movies he's been in have been good. You know what I mean? Like Infinity War, Thor was important. Big news again. This is all December 3rd now. The runtime was revealed 2 hours 30 minutes, making it the third longest MCU movie. I'm super excited for that because with so many characters, we need a good runtime, a good size runtime. If this would have been shorter like Venom, I would have been like, oh no. You know what I mean? We needed it to be a good length in time. So we'll see. Talked about an original scene with Uncle Ben. I think Uncle Ben's going to be referenced in this movie if we don't see him. Let's see. Moving on. Zendaya talked about falling from a bridge. A lot of people, I guess, want to see, like, Shang-Chi versus Spider-Man, and I'm like, I don't. I don't know. Let's see. Other news. Tom Holland filmed a scene with his brother for No Way Home. It got cut. I don't know. That's cool that he's really close with his brother like that. Now, here's a little thing that makes me a little bit nervous about the movie. Benedict Cumberbatch describes Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, which is going to basically be the ending to this weird kind of trilogy. He says the story is being very busy and bonkers. There's great stuff for me to do in it. I'm very busy. It's called the Multiverse of Madness, and it's bonkers. I'm interested, but Multiverse of Madness could be like, let's say for some reason Spider-Man comes out and for some reason it bombs. Yikes. You know what I mean? There's no way it will. But still, man. Now, all this is going on, and Sony decides to do what? They decide to drop the trailer for Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse 2 or Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. And that was pretty bananas. Then there's a new trailer for Jared Leto's Morbius, and it shows off his superpowers. So I do not believe I've seen this yet. A lot of you have been talking about this, so we're gonna do. This is an exclusive scene of him transforming. Now, what's nuts about this, guys, is Morbius comes out in a month. It's following up even before Multiverse of Madness. So let's check this out. We're doing a reaction video right in the middle of this thing. As usual, we'll watch it and then I'll break it down. All right?
This could be my last chance. You can buckle me up. Yeah.
Right.
Moment of truth.
Dude, what are they doing to him right now? This is crazy.
Shouldn't be down here.
Yay! So we're going to stop right there. I'm not going to show any more of that. Ooh-wee. I'm not going to show any more of that. That's got some spoilers, I could tell, in it. But you guys get the idea. Morbius strapped to a chair. That movie is going to be scary. It's going to be scary. And I've got to watch it. I don't know. I don't like scary movies. But I got to watch it. That is going to be crazy. New shot, guys, as well, of the Green Goblin. Now, what's interesting about this is it looks like he just took off the mask and he added a purple hood. So you're getting that kind of classic look. I wish that, I don't know. I've theorized before. I think that Green Goblin in this movie is going to have a bigger role than we think. I think he's going to kind of go off the rails and really, where Doc Ock and Electro can be reasoned with, maybe Sandman can be reasoned with, I think William Defoe is going to be our Green Goblin again. He was killed off way too soon. He needs to always be around, you know what I mean? Another shot of this new Morbius poster, very Venom-like, right? We know from the trailer that Morbius literally says that I am Venom. No, I'm your doctor, friendly Dr. Morbius, or whatever he says. But yeah, Jared Leto looks like he's going all in because this is round 2 for him, right? He's like, look, I got to get one of these superhero movies in and get it right. Goes on December 5th, Jamie Foxx compares his original blue Electro design to the No Way Home costume. I'm happy we got a brand new suit, brand new look, he said, adding, I think the new Electro feels more today, modern, like not trying so hard. I find that interesting because while I think what they're doing is creative, I think the blue look actually looked good. I don't think his look was the issue. I mean, because Electro looks like that in the Ultimate Comics. To me, that's what they were going off, was the Ultimate Comics. And I thought his look was fine. It was the dialogue, the itsy bitsy spider, that kind of stuff that just made it you know. Meanwhile, again in the Sony Spider-Verse, Across the Spider-Verse got confirmed that it will be a two-parter. So part 2 will arrive in 2023. Wait a minute. So when is part 1? Oh, I got you. Okay, so 2022 is part 1. 2023 is part 2. So it sounds like they're making both of them back to back, which makes a lot of sense. Okay. That movie just looks fantastic. And again, is Tom Holland going to show up in it? I think we're getting a hint. Why I keep bringing it up is, think about what's happening. We're going into the multiverse in the MCU, and now, with all of that being said, Miles' movie has a part 2. Like, it just seems connected to me. It really does. Shang-Chi stuff, Ghost Rider stuff. Okay, Spider-Verse producers Phil Lord and Chris Miller comment on whether Miles Morales is in Spider-Man No Way Home. We've seen No Way Home, so we would be very surprised if Miles showed up. Now that's crazy. They've already seen the movie. But of course they'd have to, right? Just to make sure they don't do kind of the same things. But then again, that wasn't a no. You know what I mean? That was not a no. So this is the big question here. How did Sony convince William Defoe to come back? His quote says, but it was really the pitch. And like Jamie, I know Amy's history. She walked me through it, and then John, the director, kind of pitched the whole idea before I read a script. And it sounded like a lot of fun and a good solution. You see what I'm saying here? A good solution to bringing him back, hopefully further. And then when we went deeper into it, I liked the idea that I was returning to something that was the same but different. I just love William Defoe, man. I think he's a phenomenal actor. Just phenomenal. More news. Now, here's what's been kind of scary for a lot of people is, remember when we thought that Tom Holland Spider-Man was going to be removed from the MCU? He was like, nope, I'm fighting for it. I want to be it. I'm Spider-Man. Now he's kind of casting doubt on it. Tom Holland is willing to be Iron Man type mentor to the next Spider-Man or Spider-Woman, even if it means stepping down from the role. If it's time for me to step down and the next person to step up, I'll do so proudly. And he said that in a lot of interviews, I'm not sure if we're going to do another one, blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, Amy Pascal's like, yep, we're doing another one. We're doing another trilogy. And I think Tom's using this. I think he's going, I want some money. You know what I mean? I want some money, so nothing's certain until I sign that contract. Something else going back to Across the Spider-Verse is Oscar Isaac had one condition coming back as Spider-Man 2099. He said, don't make me boring. That's that's pretty dope. I can respect that. And I think they'll do great with it, you know. From the trailer, he looks really great. Some fan art's been used in theaters, we know that. Let's see. Aha, Jared Leto hints at Spider-Man or Sinister Six connection while promoting Morbius, stating there are all kinds of opportunities for villains to meet up, thrive, and maybe even nurture more sinister interests. So this is my thought again on this, guys, is that Green Goblin is going to lead a Sinister Six in the following movie. I think in this movie, it's only a couple of, I feel like they're going to fight individually until the end. Then the final fight will have Toby and Andrew come in. And then the three of them will star in a movie against the Sinister Six. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen. Now, another big question is who owns Avengers Tower? Remember in Far From Home, which I just watched last night, Tony had sold off the building. Who bought it? Again, I keep saying it's going to be Wilson Fisk. Tom Holland apparently knows. And I want to know, I think we're going to get an answer to that in this movie. Big news, though. December 5th, Kevin Feige confirms that the MCU will cast Charlie Cox as Daredevil if the franchise ever uses the character. If. It's happening, right? Charlie Cox wants to play Daredevil. Kevin Feige wants him to play Daredevil. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. DJ's in the building. DJ says, I ain't watching until I'm 50. You got to keep up, bro. You got to keep up. Oh my gosh. I'm not watching till I'm 50. This guy. Daredevil is amazing. That's the next series after I finish rewatching Dexter. No, I didn't see this. This is Spider-Man possibly related and Daredevil related. Because I've theorized that Daredevil won't be in Spider-Man, but She-Hulk will be. At least her, Jennifer Walters will be in it. She'll be the one defeating Peter. And what I mean by that is Tatiana Maslany is how you say her name. Says her version of Jennifer Walters, She-Hulk, is entirely CGI and motion capture in the upcoming Disney Plus series, just like the Hulk is right now. Okay? Just like Mark Ruffalo's Hulk. I think she's going to be in this movie. I think so because her series is coming out. DJ says, oh, you about to mention in Grand Theft Auto? That's what's up. Method Man wants to play a superhero. Who could Method Man play? I'd like them to create a new character for Method Man. Let him kind of be Luke Cage's sidekick. Because he loves Luke, right? He loves Luke Cage. That'd be kind of cool. He's already been in the Netflix series. Here we go with William Defoe talking about his costume. I don't know how much we want to fool with spoilers, but the look's a little different. There's been upgrades on the costume, let's say. I'm telling you, William Defoe is going to be huge in this movie. Kevin Feige confirmed more big announcements are coming soon. I don't know, DJ, who would you like to see Method Man play in a movie? Now, they asked Kevin Feige on why bringing back the Spidey villains was important. He says that's the fun of making movies, is to do things people haven't seen before and in the MCU. Doctor Strange would be a good conduit to that. DJ asks, will you play GTA 5's new DLC? It's got Dr. Dre in it. I need to finish GTA 5. I have not finished the story. I literally have just run out of room on my Xbox. So if I can get that done, especially if they put it out with Game Pass, you know what I mean? If they give the DLC out and Game Pass, I'll play it, man. I want to know, but I gotta know the story up and to that point. You know what I mean? Another big news. Okay, going back to DJ asked this first, real quick. Also, why does Marvel keep killing Uncle Ben? There's like 3 or 4 people that have to die in every Marvel story and either stay dead or come back and then die again. And that is Uncle Ben. Uncle Ben has to die in order for Spider-Man to be Spider-Man. Bruce Wayne's parents have to die. Unless you're talking about what was the reverse story? Was it Flashpoint? Where Batman's dad becomes Batman because Bruce dies? But either way, someone's got to die there. Yeah, it's just part of the arc. You know, even when you look at Into the Spider-Verse, right? So for Peter, it was Uncle Ben. For Miles, it was his uncle. I believe it's his dad in the comics. For Spider-Gwen, it's actually Peter, who was the lizard in that universe. So it's like part of being Spider-Man is that close relative or close friend has to die in order for them to understand the idea of great power and great responsibility. It's just kind of a thing. Let's see. More news that we have missed out on and have not talked about. Oh, let's see. Man, that's a good majority. I really wanted to get to this picture right here. Can someone help me understand what Amy Pascal is doing with her hair? Is that how her hair normally looks? I don't remember that. I don't know. DJ says we need a black Spider-Man like the video game. Well, that's what I'm saying, bro. I think it's coming. I don't think it's going to be in this movie that we're getting Miles Morales. But I think it's coming. When? It depends on what happens in this movie. There's rumors that Peter might die in this movie. And that they're really just fooling everybody. But I can't see them killing him off to bring in Miles. I think somehow Peter's going to end up training Miles in the next movie. Something like that. It'll be like the game where he kind of trains him up and then Miles will become his own Spider-Man. And then that will let him have his own series. I don't know why they're waiting, but I guess because the animated films are doing so well right now. You know what I mean? And if they're going to do it, why not just take what's happened in Into the Spider-Verse and just make it live action? That's what I would do. Into the Spider-Verse is great. I mean, most people who have watched Marvel movies have watched Into the Spider-Verse. And they're going to see the sequel. DJ asks, how come we never reacted to the DC Secret Life of Pets trailer and Sonic the Hedgehog 2 trailer? So we did Sonic the Hedgehog 2 live yesterday during the Game Awards, but we didn't separate that out. The The Sonic one, if you missed it over on, that happened on Twitch yesterday. That full video is going up, actually as we speak. It's uploading now to YouTube. And then The Secret Life of Pets, or what is it called? DC Super Pets or something like that. I'm waiting because it was just kind of a teaser. And normally we do the teasers, but that one, unfortunately, like I didn't know. Well, okay, let me say this. We did the reaction to the one in DC Fandom. That's where they kind of, they did that. So if you look at our DC Fandom video, that's where we reacted to it. I didn't do a separate one because it was so short. Right? So once they put out a full-length trailer giving us kind of the full story of that, we will do that one. I know my kids are going crazy about it. But unfortunately, I had seen that trailer. All my trailer reactions, I try to not watch the trailer until I watch it with you guys. And so when I went to see Clifford with my daughter and her friends, they showed that trailer, you know, just kind of the teaser. And I was like, I can't really react to this genuinely. You know what I mean? So, yeah. DJ said, I've only seen Spider-Verse once. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. You know, I don't know. I've seen it a billion times because, I mean, I literally have the movie memorized. It's just so good. It's so good. And the Sonic one, like I said, the Sonic one is, my reaction's being uploaded now. I'm hyped for Sonic, man. Sonic's gonna be amazing. Matter of fact, we rewatched the first movie today. I mean, we usually go and buy Sonic food and then go watch Sonic. It's almost like an every other week thing for me and my kids. Okay, Amy Pascal and Kevin Feige said, we can do anything we want to now with the multiverse. Check out our interview with Kevin Feige and Amy Pascal as they talk about bringing William Defoe and Alfred Molina. We are going to talk about this in the next 5 days. We're going to watch this video and do a reaction to just this video. So, see, DJ hit it right there. He said the reason he watched it was because, the reason that he wants to watch Secret Life of Pets is because he likes cartoons. Yeah, and they're great films, right? Those movies are hilarious. Now, I gotta see Secret Life of Pets 2. I haven't finished. I always fall asleep on that one. The first one was amazing. But I always fall asleep on the second one. So again, we'll talk about this movie, Kevin Feige, Amy Pascal video later on in the week. Shang-Chi is getting a sequel. That means more action. Let's go. DJ said, I left yesterday because I was tired. No worries, bro. No worries at all. James Cameron, the guy who did Avatar, Terminator, I think he did Aliens too, reveals he was going to do a gritty, grounded version of Spider-Man that he wanted to make in the 90s, but that never happened due to rights issues. I did read that article, and everything I just told you is all you need to know about it. He was going to do something where the suit, like the whole movie, he was trying to perfect the Spider-Man suit and like dealing with how a kid would make a costume. I think it would have bombed, honestly. DJ, have you seen Eternals yet? And the reason that I say that is because DJ asked, select, will Wesley Snipes return as Blade or is he too old? You need to watch. You're the only person I'm ever going to tell this. All right? DJ, look, come here. You're the only person ever. Matter of fact, hold on. We're going to make this even more special. Hang on. Give me my camera real quick here. Let's do this the right way. You're the only person I'm going to tell. Go watch Eternals. You, DJ Crystal Clear on YouTube. He says, you know I'm a casual Marvel fan, not a nerd. You're the only person I'll ever suggest watching the Eternals. There you go. Why? Not even because the Eternals is good. Just because it will answer that question for you. And I'm not going to spoil it for you. I think that says enough. Insomniac is adding 2 new suits to Spider-Man No Way Home Remastered. Or excuse me, Spider-Man game, basically. And so you can see both of these here. It is a Spider-Man suit with like the Iron Spider gold on it. So think of it as his No Way Home or Far From Home suit combined with the Iron Spider. And then, of course, that black Inside Out suit that we're going to see, and I'm going to hate. I know you're going, why? But when he's in the black suit, he should be Venom. You know what I mean? He should be the black suited Spidey. Other big news. Following Kevin Feige's tease that Charlie Cox would be back as Daredevil in the MCU, John Bernthal, I can never say his name right, trends on Twitter as fans advocate for the Punisher to return. DJ, have you seen the Punisher? That's another one. If you like Blade, I would highly suggest Netflix Punisher series. That series has your name written all over it. Moving on, more news. Let's see. They promised Jimmy Fox he wouldn't be blue. And the circus is excited for a Venom 3. What else? DJ asks, does he wait to get a new Xbox and PS5 for 3 years? Xbox, yes. PlayStation 5, no. If you can get your hands on a PS5 right now, there are a ton of good games on PS5 that you can't play anywhere else. Most definitely. Returnal. I would say play Miles Morales on PS5. The controller's crazy. Ratchet and Clank is crazy. What's the other? The game that comes with it. Oh gosh. The Rescue Bot game. Amazing. You're not going to get those experiences on PS4. Xbox, especially because everything's cross-compatible, I'd say you could wait. The new Halo's okay. Wait until there's like a Grand Theft Auto bundle for Xbox. That's when I would go for it. DJ asks, is Deadpool 3 already made? That's why Ryan Reynolds is taking a break. I don't think it's begun shooting. I think the script is pretty close, last I heard. It's pretty close. If they have been shooting, it's been under wraps because Ryan Reynolds is kind of like, let's take a break after Free Guy. But he's been pushing to get Deadpool into the MCU forever. As soon as they say go, he's going to be all over that. Now, that being said, that's a great question, DJ, because I heard on New Rockstars today, this would be really interesting. What if Deadpool is the mystery cameo in Spider-Man. And it makes a lot of sense, right? Because Deadpool 2, Deadpool was, he was time traveling himself. So he's time traveling. He goes back. He takes himself out. He takes out Ryan Reynolds for making the Green Lantern movie. Think about that. What if he just drops into Spider-Man? That'd be a Ryan Reynolds kind of thing, right? Speaking of just dropping into things, Andrew Garfield keeps lying to us and saying that he's not in this movie. No, I'm not. I'm not, for crying out loud, but I'm really excited to see what they're going to do with the next movie because I just love them. Stop lying, girl. You're capping. For sure. He's capping for sure. Sonic stuff. We talked about that already. DJ, you said you like cartoons. Do you watch Rick and Morty? This is pretty big here. So this is still like December 8th, y'all. Kevin Feige says the possibility of introducing X-Men and Fantastic Four into the MCU didn't change Marvel Universe's multiverse plans. The toys that we've added to the toy box increased with that Fox acquisition, but it didn't change the timetable. So I can probably guarantee we're not getting X-Men in the next 3 to 4 years. Unless they're trying to do it with Wanda. DJ, did you like it? Did you like Free Guy? Was it any good? He said no, he didn't watch Rick and Morty. I think you would like Rick and Morty. I really do. Tom Holland teases Spider-Man No Way Home will show Peter Parker's ability to be bad, hinting at a very different side of MCU's hero. There's something that happens in this film which I think fans will be very shocked by, and this again is either they're going to show Uncle Ben dying, Aunt May is going to die, or Happy Hogan. I think Happy Hogan's got to die. I really do. Happy's got to die because there's no place for him anymore. He's not going to marry Aunt May. Peter's going to be stuck somewhere else. Happy's got to go. And that sucks because I love oh my gosh, totally spacing his name as I'm saying I love this character. But Happy Hogan, Jon Favreau. Jon Favreau is just really great. This is hilarious. DJ said Free Guy's a 10 out of 10. You're like the third person that's told me that Free Guy is really great. I need to really check it out. I don't know why. When I saw the trailer for it, I was like, okay, it looks cool. But I just never got around to seeing it. And it was around the pandemic. And I just didn't watch it. I don't know. I got to check it out, though. Marissa Tomei, who plays Aunt May, revealed the ending of Spider-Man No Way Home for her therapist. I had to be under oath, and I had to tell someone. Only my therapist knows the ending. So she knows the ending, but Benedict Cumberbatch doesn't. Crazy. Oh my gosh. DJ, check out let's talk in the DMs on that. I'm not going to even say that on stream. You know what I'm saying? Oh gosh. December 8th, guys. I think we'll stop it there. DJ, I'll hit you up, bro. I will hit you up. But guys, let's stop there. This is day 5. We have 5 more days until Spider-Man No Way Home. I'm super pumped for it. I hope you guys are too. thank you so much for talking with me as we get caught up on some of this news. We're definitely going to go over that video with Amy Pascal and Kevin Feige. And we'll be back tomorrow. Like I said, I know this was kind of an impromptu stream, but we've got 4 more days. Check us out again, linktr.ee/select screen. Shout out to DJ Crystal Clear for coming in and joining us. The Game Awards video, I think it's up now. Did it go up now? It may have went up now. I meant to set it for tomorrow morning, but it might be up now. Check it out on our channel, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Cash App, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. All right? Appreciate you guys so much, man. This has been a lot of fun as usual. Make sure to choose your destiny. Be kind to one another. My name is Select Screen, and I'm out.